On EA Sports, and we've got the undisputed game of the week. It's the Colts and the Chiefs coming up next.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass.
And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Let's go. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Clean the house, baby.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Winston. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Here's this ball back for offense. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Indy. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
They'll throw again. Winston got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Colts. Kylan Granson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He topped the 200-yard mark a week ago. You know they're going to have a lot of eyes and hopefully for them bodies on him here in this one.
You've got to expect defensively, forget 8 men in the box. 9, 10,
11?
Hey, listen, they're trying to sneak you and me in there to try and slow him down, but I bet his offensive line mates are going to accept that challenge. They really like blocking for a guy who can turn up that kind of yardage.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Are you serious?
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Now Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give to Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Winston now. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Past the 20. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs on one play have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Rodgers to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Third and short yardage. Winston. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jameis again. Open man is Myers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Winston now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught. A big play there for Andy. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Winston. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A dump off to Elliott. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking downfield for Kelce. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mahomes to throw once more. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Final play of the half here, Winston. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox.
Let's go, son.
So we've reached halftime in it. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw, Winston. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. You tighten up.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Julian Blackmon bringing him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Into the secondary past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Here we go.
He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Again, it's Taylor. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the 9. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
10th carry now for Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Rodgers to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. First down, Winston. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To the air again with Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll throw again. Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Winston. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run here with Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Rodgers on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Open man is Myers. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on